In my opinion, the squids are a really fun enemy to fight, but there's always been that kind of nag in the back of my mind, like something is missing or wrong. And as it turns out, a whole lot of people have been feeling the same way about the Illuminate. These people also seem to have a hard time placing their finger on why the Illuminate don't feel right. You'll often hear stuff about how they don't have an identity, or how they kind of feel like you're on autopilot, or people just hate bullet sponges.
Hi, how are you?
But I don't really think that's the problem. Rather, I think the problem, it isn't some kind of coherent yet flawed philosophy. It's the individual units themselves. Feels like a lot of my videos recently have just been disagreeing with the entire player base about something. Must be because I'm the smartest person in the world. That's why you should subscribe. First, I want to say that not all squid units are poorly designed. I personally like the Stingray for punishing standing still. The constant pressure of the Voteless and Ice Cube's punching bag is a really cool enemy.
Get away from that! Okay? Stay clear!
But the rest of the units are just lame. They're a bummer. Not because they're bullet sponges, but because they're just boring. For example of what I mean, it's important to differentiate chaff from medium enemies. Chaff don't need that much thought put into their design. They don't need special mechanics that create special dynamics. They can be lame without being lame because they're just chaff. Why do you think extras in the background of movies don't have character traits? Medium enemies should not be afforded the same luxury. Rather, medium enemies need to be interesting to fight. You want some examples? Let's look at the Rocket Devastator or the Hive Guard. The Rocket Devastator stuns you in place, which is annoying, but it is a dynamic. It also has the risky place to shoot, the easy place to shoot, and the non-lethal yet neutering place to shoot. If all that's too complicated, look at the Hive Guard and the armor in front of its head. You can bring medium penetration and shoot through it for less damage, or you can bring light penetration and just go around it. Wow, look at that. A mechanic that creates a dynamic that creates an interesting fight. Now let's look at the Overseer. You shoot it and it shoots you. There's armor stripping, I guess. Did you even know that? Do you even care? The Flesh Mob also suffers a similar problem. The only thing you can really do is just to move around it when it's up close. You can make a scarecrow with all the straw I'm grasping at in here. The jetpack squids can be shot in the jetpack, but they're always facing towards you, so who cares? What about the Mortarman? What's his deal? Not needing line of sight? Stuns? Where's the interaction? The dev team barely interacted with their 3D modeling software when designing it. Most of the Illuminate enemies don't have interesting mechanics. They're just a bunch of numbers in a trench coat that you have to beat them with higher numbers. No wonder it feels like autopilot to fight them. If you want to TLDR this entire video, imagine we took Left 4 Dead 2, removed all of the actual mechanics from every single special infected, and then made the Horde a minor threat at most. It wouldn't be Left 4 Dead, and without a special mechanic, the Illuminate are flawed. They need to add new mechanics to old enemies, not just adding new enemies with fun mechanics to make them fun. They aren't fair, are unrewarding, they're just boring. Hey, I wanted to use this outro to say I still do like the squids. They've just become my least liked faction recently. So, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you next time.